Right. I have started recording the session today, right? So this can be given to you after the session, or you can come and access it from here. Right? Okay. So here you can see if I how can we check this save status, right? By looking at this icon. If it is like oval, here you can see that is like oval, right? If it is like oval, filled oval, then your project is not saved yet, right? So when you save, that will become in the normal close button, right? So by looking at this window, you can say whether the project is saved or not saved, right? So I'm going to go and enable this auto save. So that is how we're going to end up in getting, if I did any modification, automatically that will be saved, right? Okay, so right. So here you can see name is getting printed. So if you enable this, automatically whatever modification that you do to your program will be updated, will be saved automatically, right? So that's easy for me. You consider the way that you program and decide whether to enable it or disable. Okay. After this, how can we extend the program? What else we can add here? So we can have something called average, right? So I'll insert average here, and if I want to calculate average, simply we have to say avg equal total divided by number of subjects, right? In my case I have only 3 subjects, I'm going to say 3, and I didn't say the difference between right and right line, right? So I'll show you now, right? If I copy and pasted this here, and I'm going to print total, right? Total can be printed by calling the total variable name, and here I'll say average can be printed by calling average name, average variable. And if I want to run this, what do you want to do? We have to say .NET. Is that so? Yes. So here we getting name, total, average. If I remove this line, and if I write only by saying write, if I remove that line only for the first row, let me check what is the difference it will happen. Yes, right. So it is like you saying system.out.print and system.out.println, right? So if you set ln, other data will be printed in the different row. If you set if you set print, other data also will be printed in the same row, right? So you have to make sure which one you're going to do, right? So I have right line, right? So I want to keep that right line as it is. Right? Okay, if I run it again, how can we run? By you can access the history by using this arrow key. So I'm going to the history by using arrow up, and you can see here the data are getting printed, right? Okay, now we're going to include if condition to this, right? So what is the if condition? How that if condition will be? If average greater than or equal to 50, is something called grade equal pass. So we need grade to be added. Grade is coming under strings. I'm going to say name comma grade here. Right. So I'll go and call that grade here, and I'll assign a value, right? So grade equal, we'll say pass. Right. So this grade equal pass, since it is a string value, I'm going to assign within double quotation. As you all can remember, this is the same thing that we did even in Java, right? Say if average greater than or equal to 50, if this part, if the condition, this is the condition that we have here, right? We call the entire thing as a if condition, right? In if condition we have two parts. What is that? Condition and answer. We call this as a condition, we call this as an answer, and that can be divided into two categories. One saying multiple if or single if. If you having only two answers and if you having only one condition, we call it as single if condition. And the multiple if condition means you will have more than one condition and you will have more than two answers. So in this case, we have only one condition and we have one answer already given, and I need to give another answer. What is that answer? Grade equal fail. So I'm going to say grade equal fail. And now if I want to run this, before run, we have to call that grade here, right? So according to the decision that if condition make, it will give you the correct answer, right? So it will test whether the average, right? Whether inside this average variable, there will be a value. If the value is 50, or if the value is more than 50, it will print this. If the value is less than 50, I mean 49 or below, then it will print this message, right? So 49 or below mean the condition that we are asking here is not true. It is false, wrong, right? Then it will not print the true part, right? So the first part that we are running here is true part, and the second part that we are running here false, right? So it will run the false part, right? Then this should get printed, right? We'll see. Now copy and paste this, or can we write that? We'll say console dot write line grade plus and now if I want to run, we have to say .NET run. Right, so it's coming as pass since we're getting 67 the average. If I reduce the numbers, we'll test whether we're getting the false part too. Yes, right. If the average is 21, then the grade that we're getting is correct. Right. So that is all about so any doubts? Anything to be clarified here? So up to this we have, up to this level we have did it in the last session. Today newly we have learned only if condition, right? That is also not new for those who completed Java. Right. Okay. Right. The next thing, yes, anyone willing to talk?
Sir, what is this software as a visuals community?
No, VS Code. You are type
VS Code.
VS. You are type VS Code and go to the first link. Type this and go to the first link and download this.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
And anyone else having any issues? Do I have to repeat this, or there's a recording, but do you have any doubts? Anything to be clarified? Can we create another brand new project and we'll plan one formula and can we execute that here? Right. So I'll go and create we'll plan the project maybe using this. Right. So we'll plan what are things that you should have, right? And then we'll consider printing as it is, right? We'll finalize all the formulas and everything in MS Word. And I'm going to prepare this MS Word plan project and we're going to execute it by using C#, right? So first we'll call employee, or else can we go and pick a project which is there in the blog. I have given you a link to access the blog for Java applications, right? So can we go and find so here you can see there are 114 people. There are many people who use this. Maybe you all my students, so maybe we getting third party access also here. That's okay, right? And if I open one project, or if I open one file here, here you can see we need, can you all remember this? Yes. Sometimes back when we was learning about Java, we access this. Right here we have many projects for applet. We'll open the basic one. Okay, it's too basic. I'll go and open something like this. Here you can see codings. I need a question, right? Right. So here we'll create this, right? So we'll create this April 27, right? So I need you also to try this, right? So I'll give capture the program and I'll copy it and paste it in your comment. So after today's session, you're going to complete this and you're going to send me, right? So I'll copy this and we paste it here in the chat. Right. So here they ask you to have employee salary calculation will be the heading. employee number, hourly rate, hourly work, gross wage. In our case, we can't have these buttons in console program, so we're going to skip that, right? So employee number, you have to assign a value. For hourly rate, again you have to assign a value. For hourly work, we have to assign a value, and for gross wage you have to find. So what is the formula to find? This is the formula to find that. Okay. So we'll go back to VS Code and we'll create a brand new project, right? So as a project name, we'll say project 27. Okay. So we suddenly jumping into 27th project. That's okay, right? So we can have a track. I'm going to create a project saying project 27, right? So if I did this, I can go and refer that PDF directly if I have the correct number, right? So that is what I wanted you to. Then I know which question you answered, right? So by looking at this picture. So we're going to have something called employee number, hourly rate, hourly worked, gross wage. So these are the variables that we need. And the heading, no need to declare as a variable. We can display that only in the console.write line, right? No need to write in store the value as a variable, right? So what I'm going to do is I'll start it from, I'll go to VS Code first and we have to open the folder. Okay. And then we'll close this welcome and we have to open the terminal. We have to open the terminal and we have to say I'm always forgetting that .NET new console. So that is how we generating uh, the project files, right? And then we're going to click here and we're going to edit this, right? So for now we'll close the window. So yes, we'll close the window and then after complete editing we can open it to run the project, right? So I'm going to remove everything and according to the program we're going to start designing, right? So here you can see employee salary calculation will be the heading. So we're not going to talk anything about that now. So I need a string number. Any issues? All right. Okay. So I need string employee number and hourly rate. Hourly rate is string or integer. Hourly rate string or integer. Integer, right? So hourly rate is integer. Yes. Munsif Naveen Nisma. Okay. So we have to declare hourly rate under the integer. So I'm going to say integer hourly rate and hourly work. Even gross wage is integer. So we're going to declare all three together in the same row, right? So that is possible, right? So I'm going to declare everything here in the top, right? So they saying, okay, hourly rate and hourly work. So what I was trying to say is they saying that HR is already in use. So yes, in the same row we're using it, right? So we have to change hourly rate, hourly worked, gross wage, right? So you can't declare, you can't have two variable names exactly as in the same spelling, right? Now employee number, so we'll call employee number and we'll assign EM to are they given in numbers? No. So I'm going to say EM001, right? So hourly rate, I'm going to assign a value. So we'll say what is the rate that they're paying. So we'll say 750 per hour, right? So we can say hour. Hourly worked, how many hours he worked? We'll say 125 hours he worked. And gross wage, I'm going to say HR into HW. That is how we're going to calculate the hourly worked. And then we're going to print this. Before we print, to make sure to print it in the same way. So I'm going to call employee salary calculation. So we have to call that inside console dot write line. Okay. And within the bracket, you have to the heading, right? So which is employee salary calculation. Right. Yeah. And then right, and then we have to call employee number. So to call employee number, we need the same console dot write line, and here we have to say employee number. So I'm going to say employee number, right? And employee number is having a value, so I'm going to type plus, and I'll say employee number variable, right? And again I'm going to say console dot write line, and within double quotation we'll say hourly rate, and then I'm going to say hourly worked, paste hourly worked and gross wage, right? So I'm going to say hourly worked, that is HW, and gross wage, and I'm going to call it as GW, right? And after each and every text, I'm going to have one space, and this space can be generated only within the double quotation. Okay. So outside of the double quotation, you can't declare any space. You can't give any space. Now we'll go back and run the program. Right. So we have to go to view, and we have to enable terminal. We have to say run. .NET run space run. So I am forgetting these things again. Okay, so here you can see employee number is this, hourly rate is this, hourly worked is this, gross wage is this, right? So everything is got calculated and displayed almost same like this, right? So here you can see there is a heading, and there are some field names, and there are some values, and there is a calculated value. What I wanted you to do is I gave you one project to done, try it in your own, that is 27 and from 18. So I'll go and open another one for 19, 20, 21. We'll pick some projects and we're going to try that. Right. So how can I say 10% from gross wage? How can we say that? 10% from gross wage, right? So as a bonus, I'm going to say BNS, and here BNS equal gross wage multiply 10 divided by 100, right? And we have to call that also here. There are no difference, right? So we have to say bonus BNS. Now if I run the program, %.
Yes, parent is waiting to talk regarding access.
I didn't get it.
There's one parent waiting to get his daughter's certificate. They want to talk regarding that. She has completed access 4 modules and they're requesting whether they can get a certificate for that.
I'm in a session. Can you ask her to wait for another 10 minutes?
Okay.
Right. So that is how we calculate bonus, and we have printed that to here. Okay. So these are usually we have already completed. It is almost identical when you comparing with Java, right? So here we set system.out.println in Java. Here we have to say console.writeLine, right? So that is the only difference that you can find between Java and C#, I guess, right? Regarding this. Now, and there are some minor difference in the default coding, right? So we have the main method saying static void main. There is a class, right? So there is a class called program, and the namespace means the project name is saying project 27, and likewise there are some minor difference, and we using another third party or else inbuilt library, or we call a supportive uh, link saying using system. We can have any number of external plugins here, right? So depending on the feature that you see, we can enable or we can call whatever that we need, right? Okay, so here you can see we have successfully created a project with some variables, and these things I didn't explain deeply because you already know, right? Finding 10% is not new for us, right? So we have already tried this, and we have already implemented this even inside if conditions, right? Okay, so I'll go back to this. Can we try? It is also saying 27. All right, they ask you to reopen 27, and they ask you to add discount, right? So that is also another good thing. I need you also to reopen 27 and add that, right? So like I did now. So I'll copy these two, and I'll copy these two, and I'll send you in the chat so that you can give a try in modifying the same project, and you're going to add discount. What is that? Bonus, right? So here I said it as bonus, but the field name it says discount. So we can have bonus or discount, or maybe we'll go with the same name. You say discount and find 10%. Only the name will be different, right? So here, and 26 is seems like a bit basic. Go and check this. 21. We open 22 and 23. Those are the last two. So we have to find at least two more projects. Maybe this 24. Right. So project number 24, you're going to try these two. Right. So these are already completed in Java. Right. So if you know the way of designing it using Java, then the same thing that you are doing. Only the codes are here, and we'll try this too. Can we try one which is having if condition? Maybe it is 27, right? So if you can try 27, that means you are capable of doing some advanced projects too, right? So you're okay with all the variables and other stuffs. So I'll capture and insert these two. There you're going to try this one as well, right? So if you are okay in handling these projects, within few more classes we can complete C#. so I'm not going to drag much. So that is the last session. That will be the last session that this is the last module that you have in the program to complete. Right. So if you have completed this, your program is finished. Right. Access is done. Right. And there are many people, they have already started HND, and I have seen maybe there are many waiting today to join online session for HND. Right. So first class. Right. Maybe. Do we have anyone here who already registered for HND and waiting to join for the session today? Right. So there are people already started HND weekend. And okay. Yes. Any doubts with in today's session? Can we stop for the day?
Sir, can you show me the codes?
Yes. Can I send you the code in the print? So that's easy for print. I'll copy this and
Okay, sir. Thank you.
yes. Right. So that's all I wanted to cover within the day. And we'll have our next session. I'll update you since we starting the new intake for HND. I have to take some modules in that for them. So my timetable sometimes will change. I'll update since we have very few number of classes more. I'm not going to have long-term timetable, right? So I'll quickly update uh, about the next session by today itself, maybe in the WhatsApp group, right? And or else we'll finalize 3 more classes, right? Fix set days for 3 more classes, and we'll finish things off, right? But I want you to try all what I'm explaining in the first session, so that we can speed up the learning, right? Or else if I, after coming to my next session, if you have if you want me to explain whatever we completed in this session, then this will be dragged. Right? So you have to work on from your side. That is what I made things very much easy, right? I didn't want you to download huge weighted, large weighted softwares in your PC to run the C Sharp, right? We found an effective way to run console applications, right, using VS Code itself, right, by doing few more steps, right? So we all did it, and there are many people sent me screenshots. That means for them also it is working, right? So we'll try our maximum to complete all the projects that I gave you today. Screenshots. Complete it and update me in the WhatsApp group, right? So if you send me a person in the personal chat, uh, I will have no idea about you are from which batch, and I will not have any idea, right? Because for other badges also I used to say the same thing, right? So they also sending me programs to WhatsApp, right? So if you can upload it to the official group that you are in, 287 and 286, that will be easy for me, right? So I can go and check what are the data, so what are the homeworks that you completed in 287 in the same group, right? So rather than sending me directly as a private chat, if you can upload it to the group itself, that is easy. Okay, anything else to be discussed? Nalindra, uh, you have morning class today. You had? So after class only you came here. That how you managed?
Sir, the session finished earlier.
Okay. Uh,
Yes.
right. Yeah, I'll check your new timetable, the complete timetable. I'll let you know. I checked only my one, I guess then. Right. So I'll come check the complete timetable and I'll find out and let you know the session time and dates without clashing your CST 70 weekday lunch. Right. Okay. Right. That's it for the day. I'll stop the recording. And if anything to be clarified,